A student left blind by an accident received support from Tzu Chi volunteers and his classmates. A Japanese Tzu Chi volunteer became a silent mentor after dying from brain tumor. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Last year, a car accident left student Zhan Zhiyuan in a coma with blindness in both eyes. His biggest regret was not being able to compete in track and field events that he once loved. After many surgeries and the support of Tzu Chi volunteers, his spirit has improved. Recently, he appeared at a school sports event with his class accompanying him on a relay race.
This large group is participating in a relay race, and as a second runner is preparing to receive the baton. After passing the baton, the last one is Zhan Zhiyuan, who runs slowly as he is blind, but this isn't a problem as his whole class runs with him. Some have even helped him put on a vest and accompany him step by step to the finish line.
I really feel like running, but I simply can't run.
Zhiyuan really feels like running because he used to be a top short distance runner in his class.
When he was in the first and second grade, he was the fastest in his class.
Last year, a car accident left him in a coma for 1 month, and he was only able to see shadows and barely able to speak and couldn't attend class. However, at the final sports event for the junior high school, his classmates decided that he had to attend.
If we were able to accompany him to finish the final part of the race, this would be a dream for all of the third-year junior high school students.
His classmates were able to complete their dream and run with him in this race as everyone was deeply moved. It has been a remarkable recovery from a year ago when a car accident left him severely injured. Doctors initially thought that he would be in a permanent vegetative state, but he regained consciousness and showed a strong will to survive. Several fractures to his face left him only able to see shadows, and he couldn't eat from his mouth, as he would have to endure 7 surgeries.
We undertook 2 surgeries to reconstruct his face to the original state. I believe that Zhiyuan has been very brave.
Prior to the operation conducted at Tzu Chi Hospital, a number of Tzu Chi volunteers worked with his family to learn more about the organization.
Tzu Chi brothers and sisters told us to attend morning classes.
Tzu Chi volunteers continue to help his family. These parents now have the difficult task of caring for their son, but they are inspired as he is now beginning to show more movement.
Thank you, aunties, for all your care.
Now he is even studying music, and he loves this song. You Have to Walk Your Own Path is a song that summarizes the difficult path he has encountered and the incredible bravery he has shown to overcome this adversity.
On the night of February 6, a massive earthquake occurred in Hualien, causing the collapse of buildings and casualties. In the aftermath of the disaster, the Yilan County Fire Bureau immediately mobilized special rescue teams to help with the relief work. Yilan Tzu Chi volunteers recently expressed their gratitude to the rescue workers on behalf of Master Zheng Yan and global Tzu Chi volunteers. Tzu Chi volunteers went to Yilan County Fire Bureau to express gratitude to rescue workers for their relief work they conducted after the February 6th Hualien earthquake.
We are sure that you have done your work in the front line and in the most dangerous areas. You rescued the lives of affected residents with your life.
The Director General of the Fire Bureau also thanks the volunteers for their fast mobilization and the ability to provide direct and needed services. Cooperation with disaster relief personnel is a benchmark for civil servants to learn.
The earthquake took place at 11:57 p.m. After confirming that there was no disaster in our community at 12:30 a.m., we immediately dispatched the rescue team to Hualien to help out. Besides participating in disaster relief directly, on the 4th day after the disaster, the government was unable to supply water to the residents in Hualien due to broken water pipes. Therefore, we dispatched 6 fire engines to provide necessary drinking water for the residents. We have exchanged experiences of disaster relief with Tzu Chi volunteers, and learn from Tzu Chi brothers and sisters about service experiences in disaster areas.
Tzu Chi volunteers express gratitude to the rescue workers on behalf of Master Zheng Yan and global Tzu Chi volunteers. Besides encouraging each other, they also work together to safeguard the quake survivors. In Mashan County of Guangxi, many students drop out of school because they cannot afford the tuition. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers have been providing scholarships at Mashan High School since 2012. Now the first batch of Tzu Chi scholarship recipients are about to graduate from college. Listening to the music, they could not stop wiping away tears. These are the first Tzu Chi scholarship recipients at Mashan High School in Guangxi.
Many of my classmates are Tzu Chi scholarship recipients at Mashan High School. I thought of inviting them to come and meet our Tzu Chi family. I believe our family in Guilin will be very happy.
At the reunion, these students who are about to graduate from college recall their past.
I am usually very timid in front of other people. The first time Tzu Chi volunteers came to distribute scholarships, I was afraid because they were too passionate.
With laughter and joy, they also share their wishes.
Now that I have grown up, I want to be like Tzu Chi aunties and uncles and think for everyone in society. In interactions, we must be sincere.
Every family has its problems, but we are fortunate to have met Tzu Chi. I hope my classmates will smile like Tzu Chi volunteers and make an impact on other people.
Expressing their gratitude and feeling the sincerity of their classmates, they know Tzu Chi volunteers' love will always be there. March 28th is Teachers' Day in Syria. The Syrian students at Menahal Primary and Secondary School in Turkey held an activity to thank their teachers with Tzu Chi volunteers' assistance. The students not only gave out gifts for their teachers, they've also prepared surprising gifts for Tzu Chi volunteers.
On Syria's Teachers' Day, these children in Turkey sing and give out gifts to express their gratitude for their teachers.
Seeing the smiles on the faces of the children, I feel very happy.
After they grow up, they will contribute to society. I thank them very much.
Through this activity, I hope the children will learn about respect for the elders and practice in daily life. They can pay respect to their parents and teachers.
Tzu Chi volunteers who have arranged the activity have received some surprising gifts. Having fled from Syria, they are grateful that they can study at the school. These are the people they want to thank. The name of the school, Menahal, means wellspring of hope in the desert. These children will be able to pursue a better future after being educated at the school.
Our series continues to look at how sports can inspire young people. Today we visited judo and wrestling team at Taichung Xinmin High School, which has achieved lots of glory, as 7 national athletes have come from this team. This is a rare achievement as we take a look at this team's practice habits.
Pull to the point of attack. There is only one group here.
Okay, go. One fall after another, these competitors continue to get up, as they all know this difficult practice is drawing them closer to a gold medal. Hong Jiarong is from a single-parent family. After graduating from junior high, she went from Tainan to Taichung to study, as she hopes to take her sport to the next level, as she wanted to become a national youth athlete.
When I am homesick, I call them and ask how my mother is doing, and if my younger brother is well behaved, I can care for myself to ease my mom's worry.
The care and support from family members is some of the most important support for these teenagers. Luo Ziyi is in the first year in high school and was a gold medalist in judo last year, was also selected to the national team this year.
My mother is reluctant to let me practice, though my father often tells me that I need to concentrate on one thing. He has been telling me this every day till now.
Xie Yisan is also a national athlete who came from Yunlin's Erlun Township. Her parents are farmers and she went to Taichung to compete. Every time she leaves her home to go to school, she feels sad.
Every time I want to cry, but I try not to. My father says that 3 years passes quite quickly. He also tells me not to cry in front of him.
Talking about his family, the student Yang Juedi has a special history, as he was seemingly born into a judo family. His mother and his elder brother and second brother are all judo athletes. While many have high expectations for him, he lived up to the pressure and won gold at the East Asian Youth Games and competes at many international tournaments.
They say that getting a medal isn't enough, as I have to continue training. They tell me that the more faults I take, the stronger I become, and the more adversity I have will make me tougher.
While it is important for these judo athletes to endure difficult training, their coach, Lin Shixuan, says that moral character is even more important.
When it comes to fighting skills in the martial arts, no matter what achievements you may have, if your conduct is not good, then these achievements will be short-lived, as it is better to focus on developing one's character.
The Shimin High School wrestling team has also performed well this year. The first national team member to be selected is Gao Xiaozhu. Her mother is Vietnamese. She works as a tea farmer and doesn't know much about sports but fully supports her.
Every time I win a prize, I share it with her first because it makes her smile and become very happy. My mom works so hard that I hope my achievements can bring her a little bit of happiness.
The wrestling team coach also hopes to inspire the athletes to pursue other interests in the future.
When practicing sport, one needs to be persistent and have the right attitude. If they have other interests in life, I hope they will maintain this intensity, which could help them grow and develop.
The Shimin High School judo and wrestling team had the honor of having 7 national athletes this year. It not only was a national champion team, but also sent members to international competition. Behind this excellent performance, there was the support of the family, teachers, as well as their own hard work and effort.
Originally from Tokyo, Japan, Toshihiro Nohara was introduced to become a Tzu Chi volunteer by his wife, Zhen Chonghui. After retiring in 2015, he settled in Hualien and began working at a recycling station. He began to feel discomfort 6 months later and was diagnosed with a brain tumor. He passed away on March 27th. He lived to the age of 64 and is now serving as a silent mentor.
早餐还没吃。 Tzu Chi volunteers found Toshihiro Nohara was feeling unwell while working at the recycling station. They soon took him to the hospital.
Wait a bit and Brother Fan will take you to the hospital. At the moment, he doesn't have any high blood pressure medicine.
Japanese national Toshihiro Nohara became a Tzu Chi volunteer under his wife's guidance. After retirement, he came to Taiwan to settle in Hualien. He's enthusiastic about environmental protection. In 2015, he discovered a malignant brain tumor and sought medical treatment at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital.
A medical team has been very attentive, allowing our Tzu Chi brother to live peacefully. Tzu Chi volunteers have cared for him the entire way, and we're very grateful.
On the morning of March 27, Toshihiro Nohara passed away due to illness. He lived until the age of 64 and is now a silent mentor, as he's now doing all he can to cultivate the next generation of doctors.
In Taiwan, the average age of female menopause is about 45 to 55 years old. About 30% of women experience symptoms and discomfort, including irregular menstruation, hot flashes, night sweats, and insomnia. Some may even experience dry eyes and aching bones. Oftentimes, these symptoms, such as soreness or mood swings, are often overlooked. My eyes begin to itch, and then I begin to feel very uncomfortable.
Dry eyes and back pain troubled Mrs. Cho, who later discovered that it was originally related to one thing. Women from 45 to 55 years old see their ovarian function gradually decline, with the lack of estrogen secretion leading to irregular menstruation or complete menopause. During this transition period, there may be endocrine disorders, which is known as menopause. In addition to well-known night sweats, insomnia, heart palpitations, frequent urination, this hormonal imbalance can also be related to eye discomfort, muscle and joint aches, and emotional ups and downs.
When experiencing menopause, if some things don't go my way, then I'll frequently lose my temper.
At the time, I experienced hot flashes and then couldn't sleep and had some emotional irritability.
For those experiencing irritability, some help can be found through food.
Menopausal women can choose more food with tryptophan, for example, bananas or milk products and cheese, or even nuts, which can help stabilize emotions.
Many are encouraged to keep away from fried, barbecued, and spicy foods. Eating a light and healthy diet helps many, as hormone therapy can also improve discomfort, while others may choose to take traditional Chinese medicine.
Menopause is basically an imbalance of too little yin and too much fire. This means one may be getting too little water for good health, which may lead to too many metabolites, as Chinese figwort, anemia, as folate, and Rehmannia glutinosa, which can help clean and manage this. In Taiwanese, we may simply recommend jujube and lily along with lotus seeds.
Some simple massage points are also recommended to be pressed 3 times a day. A thumb outside the bone in this position needs to be slightly rubbed 3 to 5 seconds to relax. For those suffering from menopause, doctors suggest that light exercise is needed, such as moderate walking, which can promote blood circulation. Yoga, stretching, exercise, and breathing can also let the body relax and relieve the pain of menopause.
In Taiwan, the 2018 Taoyuan Agriculture Expo officially opened on Children's Day. The expo, which is larger in scale compared to last year, has attracted attendees from all walks of life. Tzu Chi Foundation and DaAi Technology have also been invited to set up stalls there displaying eco-friendly products. The 2018 Taoyuan Agriculture Expo, which opened on Children's Day, has attracted a lot of attendees.
连假第一天嘛，然后可以带老人跟小朋友来走一走，这样子有吃的有逛的这样。
今年的话，感觉就是规划的路线会规划的比较好。
The expo organizer has planned 6 theme areas based on sustainable economy, landscape and art, green life, and agricultural science and technology. At the expo, the interactive device can teach you about the 24 solar terms. A meteorologist has been invited to give lessons to the general public. To reduce pollution, some people have created aquaponics system, which filters the water and combines aquaculture and hydroponics.
The nitrifying bacteria in the expanded clay aggregate can help improve the water quality. If we make the container or boxes waterproof, we can raise fish and plant vegetables in them.
At the farmers market, there's a crowd at Tzu Chi stalls, which display eco-friendly products.
The
expo attendees are surprised to learn that the products are made with recycled PET bottles.
We want to promote our concept of environmental protection to raise people's awareness.
Taoyuan Agriculture Expo has utilized advanced technology to help people learn about inventions and innovations in the world of agriculture. In Taiwan, there's an 84-year-old recycling volunteer who rides her electric motorcycle to the recycling station every day. Suffering from scoliosis, she cannot stand or sit for long periods of time. Despite her illness, she feels joyful carrying out Tzu Chi's recycling mission. Let's learn about her story. 84-year-old Zhang Azhi goes out riding her electric motorcycle every day. Her destination has always been Tianwei Tzu Chi Recycling Station in Zhanghua.
It takes me an hour to get here from home as I ride slowly. It takes me another hour to go home, so I leave home at 5:30 in the morning.
She's always the first one to arrive at Tzu Chi Recycling Station. Sorting plastic bags is her job.
I will fall asleep at home if I am not here to do recycling. I doze off when I chant Buddha's name or watch TV at home, so I do what I can.
In her early years, she shouldered her family's financial burdens. In recent years, she suffers from illnesses.
My waist is quite uncomfortable.
Suffering from scoliosis, she has undergone surgeries. Nevertheless, she still cannot stand or sit for long. Despite that, she perseveres with the recycling work.
She will come despite typhoon or rain. She comes almost every day, even though it's cold in the morning. I'm deeply touched by her spirit.
Her dedication to the recycling mission has earned her the respect of those who know her. In Malaysia, recycling volunteer Lai Fu Tai may be petite, but has a lot of strength. Despite her old age, she's good at sorting glass bottles, which requires a lot of effort. Her dedication to the recycling mission has impressed many people.
哦，加起来20 kg。没有啦，哪里有？没有啦，要拿称来称呀。有哎。有哦，17哦。15哎。这个比较重。哇，20多。20。
A bag of glass bottles weighs about 15 kilograms. It's usually laborious work to do recycling, but for 78-year-old Lai Fu Tai, she can take good care of the work despite her petite figure.
I've tried many things at the recycling station. I shouldn't ask people for everything I'm unable to do.
She works agilely. If you ask her to work in other places, she may not clearly know how to do it, but at the recycling station, she is very professional in sorting recyclables.
If glass bottles are not recycled, it will be a burden to the earth for 1,000 years. But if one of them is recycled, it can let 100 watts light bulb to light for 4 hours. Therefore, everyone is amazed at Mrs. Lai Fu Tai's recycling mission.
Not able to help people with money, I can at least accumulate merits by contributing my efforts. Tzu Chi's from National Taipei University of Technology have invited Tzu Chis from several schools to experience farming at Jingsi abode. From the experience, many Tzu Chis realized that maintaining a pure mind is similar to weeding. We'll leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.